kidding.
Who killed them?
I hope you stay happy forever!
I hope you stay happy.
Humanity will eventually reach moksha.
And by you, Freyr.
BB, huh?
BB. BB. Man, we fucking learned a lot in that last episode. Didn't we? What do you think of mermaids? Get excited. We're getting impy. And pull down. What time is it?
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m. Daybreak is close.
Damn, okay. Why are you here?
There's a reason I'm here with Kizzy. I got a call from my old pal Date.
Hey, Dante.
Asked him to unlock something for me.
Are you talking about the freezer?
No, I got that open on the 13th.
You did. Wait. But it seems like it was only opened on the 14th in this other timeline. But I'm in this timeline, so what do you mean you got it open on the 3rd? Maybe it was after this event. He did it instead on the 13th instead of the 14th. I don't know.
It was a different lock this time.
Anyway,
It
that
was
is
a
when we met with
different
Date
lock
and
this
the
time?
woman he was with.
Let's see, what do you mean it was a different lock this time?
The woman? I was there too.
About
I've
BB.
known her for a long time.
How?
She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff.
Oh, when you were at Horodori.
Back then, I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out!
Mizuki's name comes from crystal.
I see.
The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
Crystals are the solid form of silicon dioxide, a mineral, most often recognized as quartz.
Wait, so you were in a Thieves Guild, BB? The snow isn't letting up.
Don't change the subject.
I guess she was, actually. Are you cold?
It is snowing outside, but
Yes.
do not worry about us. My heart is burning strong.
About
I
BB.
suppose Big Sis has already told you everything. Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
So confusing.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, Mizuki Date. I will call you Little Big Sis from now on.
Little Big Sis.
And you, Mizuki
Reminds me of Little
Kuranishi,
Big Planet. I love Little Big Planet.
I will call you Big Big Sis.
Big
Still, just as confusing.
Big Boss. Mizuki is BB's clone. Dotsie already knows this. BB told him. But Kizan and Leon don't know this yet. They think they're just sisters. Oh, okay. I heard you went
I
missing.
am a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I plan to elope.
Hell
What?
yeah.
May I ask why?
Kizzy's father won't accept me.
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me.
And that's when I suggested that we run off together.
He's gonna lose his daughter. That's just
and
it.
I agreed.
So you two...
Yeah. They're both on the run for love.
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
Right. We need some more time to think about it.
Who is the corpse
Let's
of the
talk
traitor?
about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
Fair. Yeah, no, the whole thing is confusing. We don't even know who Oro is. Are we pretending to be
I
Genny?
know that Horodori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horodori
But
Institute.
Tokiko's dead now.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horodori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on them.
Why did you reveal your identity
I'm
now?
gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own. We need to work together to stop their plan.
Their plan?
Yeah, their nirvanA initiative. So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago.
The abandoned factory incident.
He knew how to get a hold of me.
I shared everything I had, and told her to find you, Mizuki.
To help stop them?
Basically.
I have to look at the flow chart again. After her heart started hurting. Wait a minute. The 6 years ago thing. Mizuki. 6 years ago. Are we actually playing as Mizuki? Or are we fucking playing? Are we fucking playing as Big Sis? It says Mizuki, but does it mean Mizuki Kuranushi? No, but we talked to Boss, and Boss does reference that she has a daughter. But did that happen in the future timeline? I don't know. I'm getting very lost. This is time shenanigans are tough for me to understand. Let me just say one thing.
What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
No,
Yeah.
it's not that. Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that. No, not that either.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time, so I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you it's not that.
I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Alright, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki, I'm home.
Welcome back, Date. But that's not what I wanted to say. I threw away all your porno mags.
God damn it. When did you find out about the corpse in the freezer?
Last night, Date called me out of the blue. He told me about the corpse and how he was pretending to be Genny and everything else he knew.
BB.
BB. What? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call you by that name.
Where's the real
I don't
Genny?
know. Not here.
It's fine. I know where he is. Don't you have an idea too?
I don't know. Studio Divida? Matsushita Diner?
Okay, I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse? Why is it in the freezer?
It's better that you see for yourself.
Let me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Not one at all.
It's half.
So, you finished reading the file.
Yeah. Now do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin. Jin Furue.
The real Jin
That's what
Furue.
he really looks like.
right?
And this body?
Uru Somizuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Komeiji.
Is Gen murdering the others? Oh no, dude. Who's the only one who has, like, who would have potential hatred to the whole thing and be super connected? Oh, you changed?
That outfit was so hard to move in. With the wireframe and all the stuffing.
Are Leon and Kizuna okay? They're not here right now. We split
They're
up
not
ramen.
going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were going to think hard about where to go.
About Jin
I don't
Furue.
need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young. I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru. Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin. So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will? I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
When'd you get
Only
here?
a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
Okay.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the 4 of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuna down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
Well, how did you find
I
out?
used Marco's X-ray function.
Marco?
The name of my AI ball in my left eye.
Oh.
He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much, unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm. I know Iba really well. We were partners 6 years ago.
Fucking knew it.
When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Iba. But Iba and Date. Yeah, Iba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
I see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yes.
It's kinda sad. I made so many memories with you, Iba.
Why were Aiba and Date fighting?
Well, you see, I was so preoccupied with my work.
No. It was because you tried watching VR porn while Iba was still in your left eye.
That does sound like something that would make me very angry.
I told you a million times, it was just a watermelon splitting
Oh yeah,
video.
watermelon splitting with your thighs. But
I
Uru.
can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Uru Somizuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
Can I I need to take another look at the flowchart. Because now, with Ryuki dealing with that, Ryuki decides to go deeper into Chikara's brain. Everything seems fine there. So then it wasn't Mizuki. Oh, it was Mizuki. It was Big Sis, who was working for Abyss at the time with Aiba. I don't think it actually is different timelines. I think we've just been told the wrong things. I think this wasn't Mizuki. It was actually the fake. It was like the person that Mizuki's based off of. That's a clone. Bibi. And with Ryuki, he has like some fucked up things going on, so even though we saw his full story, it was not just in one timeline in the past. It was half in the past, half in the current time. Then we go see that. Summary. She gets Lena open the back door. The two of them head in. And then this is the current timeline. I don't know, I'm fucking lost. It's confusing. What happened up
I
till
wanted
now?
to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
And I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
That's what we came here for. Wait, Shoma has an older sister?
She doesn't know that
Yeah.
in this timeline.
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A Mame Doi.
Really? I've been wondering, 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half? That was for the nirvanA initiative, right?
Yeah, he wanted to do it to tear the seams because he hated his real life, pretty much.
Yeah,
His
but
shit
what does that have
sucks,
to do with
so
the plan? And speaking of, is the nirvanA initiative still happening?
I have no fucking
I mean,
clue.
after all, Terror's dead.
Terra's dead, but someone's still doing the body cutting with Uru and Tokiko.
Right. The mastermind is dead. But you saw it. On the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misatan. That was Terror. It was definitely Uru's voice.
Oh my fucking god. No, no, no. When I had that, when... Oh my god. Summary. Okay, that was before. When do they interact with fucking Shota? At some point, Mizuki interacts with Shota, and Shota says that he got the the bow tie for his dad 1 year ago. So it sounded like it was like, well, why is Blockhead still alive in like the future timeline? But it wasn't. It was actually the past timeline. I don't know exactly when it was. I think it may have been like around here, but that would have been 6 years ago in the past. Everything is actually starting to come together. It's just very. It's like I can grasp it. It's just very complicated.
But Uru should have been dead.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died, which means
The main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the nirvanA initiative.
When, where, how? We are completely in the dark.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
You asshole.
No, that's not what I meant. There are other culprits. Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
You believe they might know something about the nirvanA initiative?
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
We don't have enough information yet. Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
There's nothing over here.
You would think that, right? But check this out. Open sesame!
Still work. Of course not.
Marco, please.
Hell yeah. Good job,
What is
Dante.
this?
Do you like it? Erotic, isn't it?
That's weird to say to your daughter.
How is this in any way erotic?
Much more erotic than watermelon splitting.
Let's get going. Yeah.
What's in there?
What?
This is the broken. They never fixed it. The cathedral's two different areas. The one from the past and the one from the future. The 6 years in the future one.
What does this mean?
It means exactly what you see.
There are two cathedrals? That's right.
Mizuki, look.
Hi,
Ryuki.
hi, Ryuki.
I'm here too.
Tama,
How is Ryuki doing?
Terrible. It was a bad idea to show him this place. He's been like this for hours.
Yeah. Should I call it Nile? Okay. Kind of flowchart. Did we ever end up going to as Ryuki? Did we ever end up going to the Broken Cathedral? I mean, no, we couldn't have gone to the Broken Cathedral in the past because it was only seen at the end of the 6 years ago. Interesting. Why? What is the purpose of having the two cathedrals? Dante, two cathedrals?
Can you send Iba the data?
got it. Opening it. It is a cross-section of the two cathedrals.
What the fuck? Okay, so one you can get from here, from the Nice building. One you can get from the forest here, and that's... So this one... And this one from another part of the forest.
You get it now? There's one on the east and one on the west.
Terror blew up the west one.
Yeah, because we didn't actually come down from here. We came down from here because we... Oh my fucking god. Because... Oh... Oh my god. Interesting. Okay.
This one, right here.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror. What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
The one connected to the Nyes building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Why two cathedrals?
Beats me.
Maybe it has something to do with what Nyes believes. 2 in 1. I think they were obsessed with that.
Interesting. Hi, BB. About Ryuki.
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago, he...
BB shot by Ryuki. It was fucking oh.
It made my heart condition
God.
worse. It affected my work.
No wonder, yeah, and we did see the heart effect. It wasn't Mizuki having the issues that she's having. That's the cause of BB's
I can't
issues.
investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time. But when I heard you recently joined Abyss, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse.
Why did you shoot
At
me?
the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half. But I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life. I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you.
Yeah,
That's
shoot
why...
me.
I see. You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
Can I just look at this one more time? So when are they going to change it to saying BB did this? Mizuki, BB questions don't get through to him. This person's on me. Wait, not like Ryuki starts to tell him. That's the one part I don't understand. Is this Ryuki? Oh, sorry, is this Mizuki? Is this BB? I'm guessing it's BB. Or maybe it's Mizuki and he's being told. I don't know. So yeah, we already know BB does the challenges, finds the balloons. But they call her Big Sis in courts. I mean, I guess Mizuki is also... I don't know. Informs her of keys and using the GPS to track. Mizuki heads to the battery. Immediately after she's immobilized by Ryuki's stun bullet, Date comes to the rescue. Terra's knocked out. Mizuki then wants to go to Terra's brain to find out where Kizuna went. So where was Mizuki this whole time? Just like at home chilling? She's Jin Farway's mother and Chikara's father. Her talks about the nirvanA since he needs to exterminate the rats before he can continue. But he didn't really... Rats before he can continue. And after this... Ryuki goes all over the city looking for Kizuna. During his search, he runs into Date and Mizuki, among others. They decide to work together to find Kizuna. That's when Date gets some unexpected information. A man in an iron mask is at the Saejima residence. That's the rat he's trying to... Ryuki rushes over there. There, he sees So and Iris collapse in front of him. Without knowing the circumstances, Ryuki takes Iris and talks to her. She overheard So and Terra talking in the garden. Reveals the first execution chamber. is the Nai's cathedral. Ryuki arrives with Date, Mizuki, Lian, and Gen. They see Kizuna tied up. They defeat the group of Nai's members that attack them and reach Kizuna. However, there is a bomb behind her. Terror has the detonator. Terror reveals his true name and then presses it. They're all surrounded by explosive fire. And injured Mizuki and Kizuna are carried out by Gen and Lian. Date and Ryuki are stuck in the rubble. Date gives Ryuki his broken eye. And disappears under the falling rubble. Ryuki lets out a howling cry. Did Mizuki lose her eye here? I mean, did Bibi lose her? I mean, I thought Bibi already lost her eye. How did Mizuki lose her eye if that wasn't Mizuki? I'm still a little lost. Alright, let's just talk to Ryuki. Are you okay?
He appears to at least be breathing.
Might not be if there was rope and a branch in here.
Jesus.
This has been eating at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He regretted what he did and blamed himself. He betrayed Date and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with stun bullets. And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that? Yeah, Terror detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place. If he never did, Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
Easy. He had his reasons.
I also implemented a self-destruct program. If I activate it, she'll be lost forever.
What about the self-destruction program in Tama?
I was overhauled completely during maintenance a few years back, and that function was deleted.
Okay.
That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Oh, so his future timeline. Okay.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed Abyss. He did something you can't come back from. I couldn't let anyone find out.
So you protected him.
It's the same reason I didn't upload the investigation data from 6 years ago. I made an oath. No matter what, I will protect Ryuki.
But Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terror's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Wouldn't you do the same?
Kizuna.
I heard. So she eloped, huh? It had nothing to do with the video. It was just Ryuki's active imagination.
Why are you here?
Date called me.
Yeah. I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse in Tokiko's file?
He did. Yep, and then he came here through the hidden passage.
God damn.
Ryuki, you made a mistake. But lying around here in all your misery isn't gonna fix anything. If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone. Ryuki, I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink. You made him a promise, right? You said, I'll become a hero of justice.
God.
If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again. You used to say it all the time. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again. Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris. It doesn't matter if you're pitiful. It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability. You struggle, you crawl, and you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Mr. Date. Everyone, I...
Ryuki, now's not the time to cry. Come climb up here.
You mean...
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case. So,
Okay.
After that, we all shared information. Ibatama and Marco. Oh, Marco. That's strange. They keep on changing the name. It was Marco originally. Now it's Maruko. Shared everything on the local network. Date received everything as well via this device implanted in his eye socket. Anything that wasn't recorded electronically, we share verbally. Everything from 6 years ago, everything from this year. All the information, including Somnia, from top to bottom.
So, the first thing on the agenda is stopping the nirvanA initiative.
When, where, how? We don't know anything about it.
We should know everything except where. Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look. Ryuki, can you tell us more about the nirvanA initiative?
Yeah. I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
Uh-huh. About the
Uru
videos.
created 3 videos. QR video, nirvanA trial, and nirvanA X. The QR video was the first.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's
Frey to
body.
Frey. I'm the Freyer.
That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was...
Merely a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but
It's just an urban legend. A rumor.
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing, the nirvanA trial.
don't worry about me. You should talk to Ryu.
No, I'm just gonna say that. Okay. But the nirvanA
It was
trial.
uploaded on February 9th.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of nirvanA X, the third video, for testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the nirvanA trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
Yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city. And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge. If you open the box, it triggers.
Oh, and Ryuki was hit with TC Purge, right?
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance.
That was the thing, right? Remember that one time when Ryuki was hit with TC Purge and everything, and then he's like, what the fuck? And so they leave and they try to go back. And then when they go back, they're like, there's no fucking TC Purge thingy. Like, what are you talking about?
It makes you do weird things over and over.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough trip. Can you picture it? The whole world going crazy. People everywhere doing unpredictable things. Crazy things. Over and over.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge because I opened the box.
But it's okay. Ryuki has developed a resistance to it, and he can't spread it either. Having said that, TC Purge is still a problem. Before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are damaged can't be repaired.
That's why Ryuki was acting weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, my symptoms got worse. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge, and as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets. And a lot of suicides.
I see. These people would have no motivation to return home.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now to raise the curtain on the main event.
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
Well, it's good that it never spread from Ryuki. I don't know how it didn't.
Simultaneously, all around the world, bugs will start appearing everywhere.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
That is the nirvanA initiative.
Even if this nirvanA thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
What is the plan going to
The
happen?
final video, nirvanA X, is already public.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th, 12 o'clock.
Noon, today. But what time is it now?
7:55 a.m.
We barely have 4 hours left.
Jesus Christ, where is it going to happen?
We don't know.
My guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too. Maybe they point to a location.
CC. Oh yeah, fuck.
No.
I don't know.
I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
Then where could it be?
Oh, I remember something BB said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue. Right.
Well, in that case, there is one person. I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information. I didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's probably with Shoma.
Amame? It's Amame. Oh shit. See ya! Bro, oh shit, we are all traveling right now. Hell yeah.
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
Excuse me?
Amame.
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin.
And the robot's back. There's Ada Rabbit.
I'm the reason it's there. It's my fault.
Because of her dad.
6 years ago, February 11th, my father called me here. Shoma wasn't here, only my father and half a corpse.
Mommy told us that Jin's body was hidden under the floor. The same body that was in the suitcase. Mommy said that she'd take care of it. She brought it again, and they stored it in the freezer at Brahmin.
Genny didn't do anything wrong. I asked him to do it. And Shoma has nothing to do with this. He just found out too.
Mame, that's not what we're here to ask.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and Tokiko.
What? Terror is dead?
We didn't have time to explain everything. We told them about Terror's identity and the nirvanA initiative as quickly as we could.
You can tell us more about what you know at the station.
Amame, will you come with us?
No, no! I don't care what you say! You can't take Big Sis away!
I agree with Shoma. I don't want you taking Amame away.
What's the problem? We just want to talk.
Wait, Amame, did you kill Terror and Tokiko?
What are you saying?
Amame didn't kill anyone!
Oh no, dude. What are your real current? Oh. So this is what I had before? Whatever. Oh, nuts. Oh, nuts. Whatever. I don't give a shit about that shit. I'm getting the side.
I can't let you do that. I came here to protect Amame. Date. If only you didn't find the body in the freezer.
Again, she can't be prosecuted for that crime.
The statute of limitations for abandoning a corpse is 3 years. She can't get arrested for hiding the corpse 6 years ago.
But I just can't let you.
Again, you're not making any sense.
Hold on. Are you hiding something?
You finished that robot, right?
Oh, yeah.
You named it Robo-G, huh?
Yeah. It's the second one. Like a second child, so I named him Robo-G.
Wait.
He's much more powerful than before.
It's a new one?
It can hold so much more weight than the previous model. Wait a minute, who cares? Could you people just leave?
That's interesting. Why are you protecting
I won't
Mame?
let you. She's my sister.
We're not here for that.
But I have a bad feeling.
A bad feeling?
If she's not guilty of anything, then that's all the more reason you can't take her. I'm not gonna let anyone drag her away. I already lost my dad. If you take Big Sis, I'm... When I was in first grade, Big Sis gave me a radio-controlled toy. That's how I got into building things. She took me to robot expos and bought me books and parts, and she's working hard to save money to send me to college. These last 6 years have been hell. It was hard and painful. Sometimes I wanted to die, but she's always cheered me up and supported me.
During all of the gene therapy,
Big Sis always protected me. Now it's my turn to protect her. She's more important to me than my own life. So, if you're gonna take her, you're gonna have to kill me first!
Shoma.
I just thought of something. Oh god, stop crying, you little child. How did Mizuki know about the time capsule between Lien and Kizuna? Because if Mizuki was there 6 years ago, it wasn't Mizuki, it was Bibi. But in the future, in the 6 years in the future, in the current timeline, in the current day, Mizuki brought that up as an option of going to the time capsule. Maybe she heard about it, I don't know. But she wasn't there. It would have been Bibi.
Do you hate Terror, the man who killed your father? Terror's plan is still ongoing. The nirvanA initiative? It's going to bring Nai's madness to the whole world. We need to talk to Mame in order to stop it. Do you want Terror to win? Don't you want to stop his plan? Destroy his ambitions? Isn't that the only way to get closure for your father's death? If you resent Terror, if you want revenge, please. We need your help, Shoma.
Mame accepted every part of me. She saw me for who I was. It wasn't out of pity or sympathy. Her accepting me came naturally, like it was nothing. I've never met anyone like her, and I need to care for her the way she's cared for me. I promise to protect Amame, so I can't let you.
Kenny.
That's all the more reason then.
If you really have those feelings for her,
If we do nothing, Terror will accomplish his mission.
A terrible virus is going to spread.
the world will devolve into chaos. No one will be safe.
Not even Amame.
No.
So you need to help us.
We need Mame's information to stop this plan.
Amame must know something.
Are you okay with ruining her future?
Don't you want to protect her?
Then please.
The reason we want to talk to
Mame.
Mame.
You know something important, don't you? Something about the nirvanA initiative and Terror. Maybe something about Tokiko. That's what we're here to find out.
Love Komeji.
Well,
I know this is a touchy subject, so let me say it. Terror killed Komeiji, your father. Stands to reason that you absolutely despise Terror.
Are you saying she killed him?
That's ridiculous!
February 10th of this year.
5 days ago, on February 10th, did you meet with Tokiko? We don't have hard evidence, but a witness saw you.
Anyway, Mommy headed into Horadori Institute by herself. I saw another person follow her in right after. It was Tokiko. Tokiko
That's
Shigeru,
right.
president of NICE Japan.
That is weird. On the 12th.
Ryuki looked into Tokiko's head 3 days ago on February 12th. He saw Tokiko threatening someone.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
And that was Amame.
Could Tokiko have been threatening you, Amame?
We only saw half the picture. I mean, like, both sides, both like the Mizuki. So we were playing as three people. We were playing as Ryuki from the past and the future. He was just so fucked up from, you know, his TC purge. Then we're playing as BB from the past and Mizuki from the current day. Interesting. And so now, it probably would have been very obvious if we played everything out like chronologically. But now all of this is starting to make a lot of sense. Ago, on February 13th.
6 years ago on February 13th, you saw Terror, didn't you, Mame? At Studio Devita?
What happened back then? What did he say? You still haven't told us. I looked into her head yesterday, but there was nothing on what happened at Devita. But in the Somnium, Mame said...
nirvanA. Collected. Genocide.
Which would mean you know something about the nirvanA initiative.
Did you get rid of the Cleone in the fridge?
No.
What? The TC purge? I told you already. I've developed a resistance.
But your brain's neurons were still affected, right?
Yeah, but those symptoms are being held in check with some special medicine.
It's not mass-produced, so we can't give it to too many people, if that's what you're thinking.
Why is she just...
No way.
A thermite bomb.
Shit.
A what?
You're right.
It sure is.
That little... Hey, Shoma, what is this?
Oh my god.
It's a bomb.
It's a bomb.
A thermite bomb.
I know that.
Then why did you ask?
Why is it here?
I made it.
You made it?
Thermite reactions are pretty simple. You can make one easily using common products.
But why did you make it?
Well, to get revenge for my dad. I wanted to get Terror.
You were going to use this on him?
Yeah, but I guess it has no use now. Terror is dead, right?
God damn it. You just made the situation so much worse.
Let's decide what to do about that later.
Right. There is a more pressing issue.
What are we going to do?
The two of them aren't going to budge.
I really don't want to do this, but if we have to use force...
No, you can't do this.
Yeah, I won't let you take Big Sis!
Yanni. Shoma, that's enough.
Amame.
Big Sis.
It's okay. I'll come back right away. Promise.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You promise?
I promise.
Now, Mame.
Let's go.
Damn. Well, okay.
Is Ryuki gonna be okay?
Alrighty then.
We left him there.
We'll come back to this Somnium next time.